Hi, and welcome to the webinar, Listing Generation System. You are here to get some actionable results on how to get listings. Listings for motivated sellers, listings with no competition, and a very effective method of getting listings. Tons of free listings every day, tons of free listing leads every day. I know what it's like to spend $3,000 and $4,000 on a marketing campaign and have no results. Property owners that will beg you to take their 6% listings. Great properties in great neighborhoods. Clients that will appreciate you, love you, and refer you. Doing real estate work. Making a difference in your clients' lives, not just spinning your wheels. 30 years in real estate and loved every single day of it. There are more listings in your own backyard than you could ever handle. Once I show you, it will be obvious. You just need to change your strategy a little. My name is Eddie Zubia, and I have been in real estate for 30 years. I have worked with the best in real estate. I have worked with real estate entrepreneurs, real estate lenders, real estate bankruptcy attorneys, and I've done real estate sales. When I started in real estate, I started as a listing agent. Everyone was telling me that I was going to fail. I would close an average of 3 real estate listings a month, working by myself. Although with these fundamental principles, you could be a one-man gang or you could build a team. Real estate experience, no book, you have to do it. You have to be constantly learning. In 2006, right before the mortgage meltdown, I instinctively knew that real estate was going to crash. This you cannot learn in any book. I started a property preservation company. Property preservation is a business that cleans REO foreclosed properties. My clients were Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, and a bunch of smaller asset companies and REO listing agents. I went from a company of 1 to 25 overnight. Working in different segments of real estate gave me a layering effect to my real estate experience and knowledge. It gave me depth and dimension to understand real estate at another level. But I am humbly saying this because real estate is so big and so complex. Brand new real estate listings. In this webinar, I'm going to show you how I started as a listing agent and how you can too. I'm going to show you listing niches with literally no competition, sellers that will practically beg you to take their 6% listings. This is something that is brand new. This is not about FSBOs, expireds, or geographical farming. There is expired listings. I had a friend recently had a listing expire. He received over 18 calls in a matter of a few hours. He was so annoyed. FSBO listings. Some of my clients tell me there are services that sell FSBO leads and they pay and they receive FSBOs via text. And the same leads are sent to several agents. Geographical farming. There are agents that own neighborhoods and spend probably tens of thousands of dollars a year. I am not knocking these methods. They do work. There's just tons of competition. There are listing niches with no competition. Once I get you started, you will discover your own. You will never do traditional things like FSBOs or expireds or farming. Wanting to change to advance. How did I get into real estate sales? For the first 13 years of my real estate career, I worked with some really smart guys in real estate. They had been in real estate their whole lives. Real estate entrepreneurs, real estate lenders, real estate attorneys, real estate investors. One day they came into the office and they told me that they were going to close down their office. They had already made millions. I started to think, what's going to happen to me? I was at the crossroads of my career. I could get another job and make 3 or 4 thousand per month, or I could start doing my own thing in real estate, and I could make some nice money in real estate. I had already been in real estate for over 10 years, and I had witnessed so many people make 100,000 a year, 200,000 a year, 300,000 a year, and my bosses were the best example. They had made millions. Part of me was excited and part of me was worried. I was like thinking, what's going to happen to me? Where am I going to live? Am I going to have a place to live? So I started to plan my real estate career, and I started to do some research on real estate sales and about getting my license. My wrong real estate business plan. I wanted to do real estate loans because I had experience with loans. I wanted to do business sales because a friend of mine was doing business sales and he was doing quite well. I wanted to work with first time home buyers. I wanted to be all things to all people. Mentor real estate listings only. I was working with my boss, mentor, and we were wrapping up loose ends on their investment files. I told my boss that I was thinking of getting into real estate sales. In a serious tone, my mentor said to me, if you're going to get into real estate sales, you will do well, but focus all of your efforts on working with real estate listings only. At the time, I did not understand. I wanted to do everything in real estate. I thought the more things I did, the more money I would make. While I was in the process of getting my real estate license, I interviewed at a big brokerage house. There I am, a newbie. I was nervous. I was intimidated. I told the person interviewing me that my plan was to work with real estate listings. They laughed in my face. They told me that's not the way it works. You first have to work with buyers. And when your clients bought a house from you, and when they decide to sell in 4 to 7 years, that is when you will get listings. I guess that's why there's such a high failure rate in real estate. So the wrong information. Real estate success. So I started my own real estate business. I achieved real estate success. I was closing an average of 3 real estate listings a month, working by myself. My marketing machine was working. I would get a listing lead. And when you position yourself as an expert, and I will show you how, the sellers are not in charge. You are, because you are the real estate expert. Homeowners. I am going to interview 3 agents. I excused myself and walked out of the listing appointment. There's none of that here. Let me interview 3 agents and see which one can get me the highest price or which one will reduce his listing fee. No, no, no. Your time is better spent working with motivated sellers. I would go to a listing appointment and I would get a 6% listings. There are some strategies that I will share with you how to get an exclusive agency listing signed on your first appointment. And it goes with a positioning where you are the expert. I would put the listing up on the MLS. My sellers were motivated, so they would agree to list the property slightly under market value. Double end listing or listing side only. Buyers would contact me. Once the property was up on the MLS, the buyers would contact me and ask me to represent them with a purchase. I would write up an offer for them. Some of my listings I would double end, and some I would advise the seller to accept an offer from the buyer's agent. Either way, I was getting paid. When the properties were active in the MLS, agents with years of being in real estate would contact me and ask me to accept their buyer's offer, that they had not closed an escrow in months, that they had been working with these buyers for months, a lot of hard work, driving around, previewing properties, submitting offers, and nothing to show for it. A simple business plan is better. That is when I understood why my mentor said to focus all of my efforts on working with real estate listings. So I'm telling you now, focus all of your efforts on working with real estate listings and you will change your business around. My business plan was so simple. They always say simple is the best. I would get a listing. I would put it up on the MLS. Some of them I would double end the listings, or some of them we would accept an offer from a buyer's agent. Either way, I was getting paid. We were closed in under 30 days. Simple. Next listing. Real estate misconception. Everyone is going after the listing at the popular street, at the nice street, at, for example, 123 Main Street, a beautiful home, nicely painted, nicely landscaped. It's an agent's dream to list this home for sale. They are sending their advertisements to they are sending their advertisement marketing information to the homeowners. I'm the number one agent, best customer service. Nobody cares. It's generic. That's what everyone else does. These kind of sellers are unrealistic. They say stuff like, I will only sell my house if I get X amount of dollars for the property. Overpriced listings. The property sits on the market for 6 months. So I worked for a bankruptcy attorney for many years. A Chapter 13 is a bankruptcy reorganization of debts. This happens in every city across America. Property owners fall behind with their house payments. They get sick, they lose their jobs. There's a million reasons why people fall behind with their house payments. For example, a homeowner will be behind $25,000 with their mortgage payment. You know, they have late fees, foreclosure fees, attorney's fees, and the lenders just add all kinds of fees. And the lender is threatening to foreclose on their property. BK attorney, $2,000. The property owner will go see a Chapter 13 bankruptcy lawyer. The lawyer charges them $2,000, files a Chapter 13 federal reorganization. In the simplest form, the property owner, now have to make a regular monthly payment plus an additional payment for which the $25,000 is divided over 60 months. So they have to make two payments now, the regular payment plus another payment, the $25,000 divided by 60 months. Most homeowners, debtors, are not able to complete the plan payment. Some homeowners are able to make their payments and fund the plan and get out of the Chapter 13. Some property owners, most of them, are not able to make the plan payment. They are able to make the plan payments a few months, but then they fall behind again. It's just a matter of time before they lose the home. The homeowners would come into the office and speak to the attorney. They would tell him that they are not able to make their payments anymore, that they just wanted to let the house go, that they were stressed out, that they were sick, that they did not want to worry anymore, that they wanted a fresh start. Virtually no agents with this kind of expertise. The attorney would advise them to hire their local agent to list and to sell the property instead of losing it. It was heartbreaking to see wonderful people, great people, that fell on hard times and lose their home. Some homeowners would lose their home, and some of them would lose $50,000, $75,000, or $100,000 in equity. There is a major disconnect there. There are no agents that know how to. There are too many agents that do traditional real estate transactions, and there are virtually no agents that know how to do diverse real estate listings, one of them being Chapter 13 listings. Real estate listings agent. When I started my career, I started as a listing agent. I would close an average of 3 real estate listings a month working by myself. Most of my listings I would double end, and some I only represented the listing side. The best feeling in the world. At the close of escrow, I would hand my clients a check for $50,000, $75,000, or whatever the equity was in their property. There's no feeling like it in the world. The clients were so appreciative. They would love me. They would refer me. They were just so happy. There's no feeling like it in the world when you hand somebody a check for $75,000 when they thought they were going to lose their home. I have only had one cell phone number in my life since the start of cell phones. I get calls and referrals all the time from clients that I sold their home like 15 years ago. Brand new listing training. I have a training starting next Thursday. Decades of real estate experience into 6 live webinars. Combine this with what you already know and you will transcend your real estate career into the cosmos. There is a learning curve, but it is very simple once I show you. Selling a property in Chapter 13 is no different than selling any other transaction. You are simply bringing a buyer and a seller together, and you are being paid a commission. Chapter 13 listings are easier, faster, and more profitable than conventional listings. Selling a property in Chapter 13 is a lot easier than a conventional transaction with unrealistic sellers because the sellers are motivated and they need to sell fast. There are a few things that have to be done with a court, but I go over everything in listing generation system in the 6 live webinars. The webinars will be recorded and available to you for life. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Here is the link to go to the sign up page. It's listinggenerationsystem.com/sign up. It's going to be 6 live webinars. Here are the live webinars of what they're going to be. It starts next Thursday, March the 21st, the time we don't know yet. Get real estate listings with virtually no competition. Our only motto is nobody is left behind, and there is no risk to you. The listing generation system comes with a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. You can do 4 payments of $297 or 1 payment of $997. If you do the 1 payment of $997, you will receive as a bonus the listing letters that I wrote during those years that I did real estate listings. If you have any questions, just go to listinggenerationsystem.com. And you can contact me via the contact page. Here's my phone. Here's my office phone number, or you can send me a message and I will respond to you. Thank you for attending the webinar.